Hi there and welcome back to Paws and Pawsitivity. I'm Jamie Watkinson-Harvey, your certified dog trainer and host of this podcast. Whether you're relaxing at home or out for a walk with your pup, I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we're going to get into a topic that so many dog owners ask me about. What to do when your dog barks and lunges at other dogs on walks. And trust me, I've been there too. So we're going to break it down in a way that's practical, manageable, and positively kind to both you and your pup. And hey, if you enjoy this episode, don't forget to give it a share or subscribe to the podcast. Every little bit of support helps us reach more dog lovers and spread the message of positive, force-free training. Now, picture this. You're out for a peaceful walk with your dog. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and then bam, another dog appears. And suddenly, your furry friend is barking and lunging like they're auditioning for the lead in Mission Impossible. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Many dogs struggle with reactivity on walks, and it's not because they are bad dogs. Reactivity is often rooted in fear, frustration, or overexcitement. So today, we will explore why this happens and how you can turn those challenging walks into calmer, more enjoyable outings. First, let's unpack what's going on. Reactive behaviour usually boils down to an emotional response. Some dogs bark and lunge because they're scared and trying to create distance. Others might feel frustrated. They want to say hi, but they can't because of the leash. Whatever the reason, barking and lunging often work in the dog's mind. They get the other dog to move away, or they feel like they're expressing themselves. Our goal is to change that emotional response by helping them to feel safe and teaching them an alternative behaviour. So, what should you do when your dog starts to bark and lunge? Well, here's a strategy to get you started. Firstly, distance is your best friend. The moment you spot another dog, increase the space between your dog and the trigger. This could mean crossing the street, turning around, or stepping off the path. Reactivity is like a volume dial. When you're too close, it's cranked up to 11. But farther away, your dog might feel calm enough to stay focused on you. Next, arm yourself with high-value treats. And when I say high value, I mean the doggy equivalent to winning a lottery ticket. Think roast chicken or cheese. Reward your dog the moment they notice the other dog, but before they start reacting. This teaches them that seeing another dog means good things happen. Then redirect their focus. Teach your dog an alternative behaviour, like making eye contact with you, sitting, or turning away from the other dog. It's best to practice at home or in low distraction areas first, so then it becomes second nature when you're out on those walks. Here is also an important note that if your dog's already barking and lunging, they've crossed their threshold. At that point, they are too stressed to learn. Focus on calmly getting them to a safe distance and try again. And if you are finding this helpful, don't forget to give it a share or subscribe. It is your support that helps us bring more positive content to dog lovers everywhere. You know, this reminds me of my own journey with my own dog, Reggie. When I first adopted him, he was reactive to other dogs, especially big ones. I'll admit, there were moments when I felt frustrated and even embarrassed on walks. But with patience, positive reinforcement, and a lot of chicken, Reggie and I made progress. Today, he is much calmer at walks, and I feel more confident handling those situations. Once you've got the basics down, you can work on things such as desensitization and counter-conditioning, jargon you might hear in the dog industry. Now, this means gradually exposing your dog to the trigger, which would be another dog, in a controlled way while associating it with positive experiences. You would start at a distance where your dog feels calm, reward them for good behaviour, and slowly decrease the distance over time. This does take patience and consistency, but it is a game changer. Remember that reactivity isn't about fixing your dog. It's understanding about what they're going through and helping them to feel safe and supported. Every dog is different, so don't hesitate to reach out for help from a certified trainer who uses positive reinforcement methods. And that's it for today's episode of Paws and Pawsitivity. And I hope you're walking away with some tips and tools to make those tricky walks a little smoother. Remember, it's not about fixing your dog. It's about understanding them, working together, and helping them feel safe. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode was helpful, I would love it if you could share it with a friend or subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And if you would like to support the podcast, you can visit www.pta.dog and head over to the donations page where you can make a donation if you wanted to. It's your kindness that helps us keep going, and it does mean the world to me. Until next time, take care and give your pup a big hug from me. Woofity woof.
Like on share. Social media, GIP, like on share.
Question: how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? How shall they hear without a preacher? Let's play truth or dare.